21st, 2024. As you can see on the top right of my screen, I'm screen recording my computer here. It is 12:19 p.m. Friday, and this is the cover of my latest book called The Final Masterpiece. And it's called The Final Masterpiece because I believe after Christ returns and his people go to be with him as the bride of Christ, they will show up because of their love for him as the final masterpiece. What do I mean by that? What I'm trying to say is this, that we are his workmanship. We are his masterpiece. His people, his body, his bride is the culmination of what he's been working towards. The bride of Christ, the free will love from his people is what will be shown forth in all of eternity, and we will partner with him. And so that's what this book is about. Basically, a long time ago, the Lord started speaking to me, and I started writing those things down. I'm not going to go in through all those details, and I'm really honestly just kind of winging this because I've just felt the urgency from God to start sharing what he's given me. Basically, he told me that I've given you all of this stuff, but you need to start talking about it. You need to start sharing it. So I'm going to do that and do my best to read what he gives me and do it imperfectly, and just do it and present it to you to challenge you to spend time with the Lord. That's really what all this is about. All of this is not about me writing a book or me trying to get attention. None of that matters. It's cool to write a book. It's exciting to write a book and compile that and publish that, but that's not what this is about. This is not about making money. This is about us having a heart for the Lord, that our relationship with him would be exactly as he wants it to be, and that we would draw close to him on a daily basis, that we would know that he is for us and that we can experience him, and that we can hear his voice. We can hear his voice every day. We can be led by his Spirit every day. I'm going to read this verse here. This is from Revelation 22:17. For those of you that are not familiar with the Bible, the book of Revelation is at the very end of the Bible. So if you flip to the very back, it's going to be called the Revelation, or the Revelation of St. John. This is a verse from that. And when I say verse, it's just one or two lines from one of the chapters at the end of the book of Revelation. This is what the verse says, as you see it on your screen. Let's see if I can zoom in here. The Spirit and the bride say, "Come." And let the one who hears say, "Come." Let the one who is thirsty come, and let the one who wishes to take the free gift of the water of life. You know, everything God does is for the good of all of humanity. And that's what these books are about. They're basically an evidence of God's drawing, God's wooing, God's pursuing of humanity. So these books were compiled in the following fashion. So as I would hear from the Lord, I would simply write it down, and then I would put it in an email. I'd email it to myself, and then I would compile all of those emails in chronological order, and I put them into a book. And I'd already published about, 20 books at this point, but I decided to compile them all together for ease of reading, for fluidity of just the order that he gave that to me in. So I'm going to just continue down here. Here are the contents. So in this book, as opposed to the other books, I've compiled things by month. So instead of having each chapter be a day in the previous books, if you've ever purchased any one of those, what I'm doing right now is compiling all of the entries by month. And then you'll see that they're beginning October of 2022, going through May of 2023. This book has approximately 520 pages. And so I'm not going to read all of this. And this is the first time that this introduction is going to be this long. So if you watch a second video, I'm not going to do this reintroduction all over again. This is just for this first video as I set up what I'm about to talk about. So I'm going to skip past the preface. You can probably see that online on Amazon.com if you want to do a book preview, look inside that book. I talk about the history of how things came to be. I talk about how God spoke to me about Maui, Hawaii, and to build something there, which there will also be some announcements coming up pretty soon about that. Describe the cover images of the book, tips for reading, and how God speaks in a more poetic form. He does not always speak in proper English. It will not always sound exactly like the exact way that you're taught to write or speak in English. And so I'm just going to start reading here. We'll see how far we go. I might read the first 2 chapters. And again, this is not a perfect reading. I'm sure I could practice in advance, but I just feel the urgency to get this information out. And I'm going to just trust that as I speak these things, or as you listen to them, that that my hope is that the Lord, through me speaking, will challenge you to get closer to Him. That's really it. And He takes care of the rest. So my first entry of daily entries over the past 2+ years began on October 26th of 2022. So this October is coming up on 2 full years of writing down what I believe He's spoken to me daily. So a lot of this pertains to me. A lot of it pertains to the general public. I think as you listen, you'll understand. So, but even when He's speaking to me, He's still speaking to the general public by example. So here we go. So you will open an envelope of opportunity. It will begin today. Your service is reaching further. It will multiply. It will gain momentum. It will not retreat. It will bolster faith and hope and confidence that I am who I say I am. They will decide to either stay where they are in their walk with me or go on forward with me. Each person must decide. I then saw a single flower in a field. The flower was close up. Each flower has the potential to grow and become what it was meant to be by receiving the rays of the sun, or to be like vapor and vanish by not receiving the light of day. What I am saying to you is this: every flower will stand before me, every man, every woman. What will they have done with my son? What will they have turned? Will they have turned to him and received him, or will they seek to nourish themselves and in the end dry up at the root? Nourishment comes from me alone. Abiding is letting me be who I am in you. Those that abide will thrive. I do not want you to be dry and falling apart. I want you to absorb my Son, His ways, His life. Begin today. I will nourish all who turn to me. They are the abiding ones. And that's a phrase you're going to see consistently throughout the books that He's given me. They are my children. They are my joy. The wicked will not pursue me, but they will know that I am there. Just as the day has the sun, so each day my life rises to bless humanity. Your life is on countdown. All of humanity is. Why waste what does remain because you long for temporal promises and earthly accomplishments and goals to satisfy? Why not rather turn to my goodness, remain in me, and let me be the definition of what is good and well for you? You cannot receive too much of me. You cannot be too in love with my heart. You cannot serve me with too much of your life on earth. You cannot give something to me and find that I am untrustworthy with it. All good things emanate from my life. I am the best thing for you. It does take time to grow in trust, not because I am untrustworthy, but because you must give up your will to receive what I have for you. Each day is a new opportunity to trust me more. Every day I will display it to you. Every day I want to bless you. One day may be more peace, another simply my presence. All good things come from my nature. I cannot contradict who I am. I cannot be bad. I cannot be evil. I do not dwell in darkness. I do not sit on the shores of depression and loathing. I am not weak. I am not afraid of what you are afraid of. I am good. I define good. I bestow good. I share with you my very heart. I want you to trust me, to receive me, to hold me closer than your greatest desires, wants, needs, and hopes for the future. I am trustworthy. I am faithful. I am not like man, who is inconsistent in their love. I do not tell you something to deceive you. I am full of life. This is the day I have made. Do not fear. Hold me near. You are what I am after. You are my beloved. You are my joy. I am pleased with every attempt to seek me and find me. Both the little moments and the decisions that are big to you are both love. They are the same in that way. They speak to me that you love me. I know what you are capable of and what remains that I need to do for you. I know all your needs. Trust me and love me even more than what you think you need. I am life. I am good. I am forever. I'm inviting you in to dwell with me in safety, to partake of my glory and goodness and life. These things are what's best for you, but people must choose me by faith. Walk with me by faith. Hear me by faith. Know who I am by putting me first. I do the rest of the work. I am not help if you do not receive my help. This is your job, to believe in me and receive me as I am. Trust me with everything else. I know you are weak. I know also I can be strong through you. Tell me your fears, but also give me your heart. I love you. Shalom. Peace be with you. My joy be upon you. My spirit is inside you. I am bread. I am nourishment. I am hope. The evil one wants to make you distrust me. Being double-minded in this area will cost you your peace, and it will rob you of your inheritance in my kingdom. Do not be double-minded. It is a form of deception that works its way in through doubt. Rid yourself of it. You do this by knowing me more every day. I will help do this in you. Put me first, and I will eliminate this poison from your thinking and how you live. I am going to secure a people made ready. Trim your lamps. Look for me eagerly. I am coming to the earth, but first I must come in fullness in you. My first coming was in fullness as a man. My spirit then came to live inside you. I shall come again for those with my spirit's seal inside them. I will come to fully embrace those who have received me, for they love me and I love them. Take heart, the earth will not remain as it is. It too will be vanquished, and a new earth will appear, suitable for my bride. She must set ground on new soil, heavenly earth, a redeemed chamber of love made for my bride. Tell them of this great, great love. It is better than what they are looking for right now. There is only one wedding and there is only one bride. I will consummate my eternal plan. Invite everyone. Those that really love me are the true bride. I see how she looks at me. I see her tender love. I will look on her with favor and gentleness. She will know the fullness and purity of my love that no other will. I am waiting in anticipation for her readiness. My love and my bride will reign with me forever. We will have each other. Let the journey begin today of love in your heart. I long to be joined to you and reveal to you who I am. Amen. Amen and amen. I'm going to enlarge the next reading. I'm going to go ahead and just read one more. This is from October 27th, 2022, and then I'll finish right at the end of this second day's entry. Those that do not eat me are already starving. Their plates are empty. They are spiritually malnourished. There is a famine of my name in their mouth. There is a void of my presence in their throats. Their stomach is empty and wanting. The strength of their being is weak and despairing. What I think about is all of humanity, not just one family, not just one problem. I am concerned with all my children. I take into account all the people of the earth when I make a decision to do things. When a child acts selfishly, it changes the atmosphere and affects people in ways that it should have never been. Growing in me eliminates selfish behavior, and in turn, more people are blessed. When one person seeks only their goals and their ambitious ways, they are in essence prideful and self-seeking. When they seek me too, they have matured. Then I can trust them to operate with my heart, and my nature is on display. Children, in their immaturity, often think more of themselves than those around them. Growing in me, you become more aware of others. My spirit blesses a broader group, a larger people. Isn't that better? I am life. I seek the best for all people. I'm wanting the best for all my children. This is not a competition as to who is the favorite son or daughter. I am completely fair and always just. Your love for me will determine the proximity you have to the intentions of my being. My heart is on display, yet my secrets are with those that fear me, those that fear me, those that choose me above all else. I am not competing. I am contending for my eternal purpose to be fulfilled. There should be a period there. Selfish people seek their way, their will, for their world, which is passing. Period. I am the good shepherd. I think of what is best and good for all my sheep. They are all important. Some will go astray, and I will go after them. Some will fight me, and I will eventually let them go. Some will let me carry them. Some will obey. What kind of sheep will you be? What kind of love will you display? Will you let my nature flow through you out to others? I speak to those who listen. Yes, there will be testing, even for those that hear. I do all things with good intentions. Love must be tested. All love must be refined. This is why the journey begins now. So when you come to me, you will be prepared to operate, having already come to me with our relationship, having already had time to grow. It's all about relationship. I did not say there would not be testing in eternity. All closeness requires growth. I am not afraid of testing for the purpose of love. Your spirit will be secure, but there will be opportunities you have to take to grow in closeness. Your closeness to me will always depend on willingness to choose me over where you are. Levels of intimacy is what they are called. You go all the way when you choose to decide, I am better, more important than where you have arrived at. I am eternal, and this progressiveness will go on and be available forever. There will always be parts of me you do not know and will never know, but I will not withhold anything that would not require me to change my nature or life. In other words, what he's saying there, he's going to give all of himself that is possible to give, to the limit of his nature allowing that. I want you to know me for your own good. Sunday will not get you there. You must come after me. Display this part of who I am, and you will be rewarded in my kingdom with a special place of honor. This will not glorify you or elevate you, but will show the importance of that role in my kingdom. The seekers will display that it is good and right to seek me above all else. Those that love will seek, and those that seek will know who I really am. This is a rewards-based system in my kingdom. I reward according to who has followed what advances my purposes. Those that will be rewarded the greatest will be those that do it with right motive. Motives can only be refined when you obey me. As you obey, you show you love me. It all works together in harmony with the melody of my nature. All that is not coming into harmony will be silenced. The volume will be turned down low and heard no more. Eternity will not have music of the enemy playing forever. I almost started shaking when I heard those words. Come into harmony with me and we will sing together forever. Our voices will merge as one as you learn to sing my pure songs of love. I will also sing over you, those that have chosen me. I know true love. It shines out brightly into the vast universe that exists in the spirit realm. They shine bright who love me. No amount of darkness can stop my love or your love for me. It is bright and eternal, not bound by human limitation or perception. Even the angels see it from where they are. It is like no other. This is why I pursue the people of the earth, so that they can enjoy me and I enjoy them forever. Do you see now why the enemy fights so aggressively? He is jealous and envious of those that he knows will experience me in ways he is not allowed to. I'm going to say that again. He is jealous and envious of those that he knows will experience me in ways he is not allowed to. He is bent on hindering others from knowing who I really am. He has received his reward, which is to be independent of me. He gambled wrong and lost. Angels will not have a redemptive story. They are not made to contain my spirit. They have a will but cannot receive me, the indwelling one. I have reserved this for humanity alone, this side of the new earth. Yes, I want all creatures to know who I really am. The order of the universe is according to my eternal plan. All things must be done according to my plans. Creatures do not decide on the order of my plans, yet each creature must follow and obey in the ways I have made each of them. None are exempt from my standards. Each had both opportunity and a responsibility, all playing a part in the greatest number of free will agents, knowing who I am to the greatest depths and heights and widths possible. I work from my purposes backward. I do not fumble along the way. Yes, I regret that humanity has not seen who I am, but I do not regret my eternal purposes. You can't know me without me. Therefore, you must receive me. This is why people must go, and others must pray, and some must fast. It is all for the purpose of knowing who I am. It is not about money or fame or position or even influence, no matter how great it is. Should someone be proud, for establishing influence that does not accomplish my purpose? Do you think I look on them with favor? Do you think they are close to me? No. They have made a name for their name, not for mine. Humanity might be temporarily impressed with man's ability to bring and establish influence, but that is not how I see it. They are a hindrance and a distraction if they do not use that influence for me. Thank you so much for listening. That's the first 2 entries from my very first book, which was originally titled On the Journey Home. You can find that on Amazon. It was later put into a compilation of multiple books called Fathom with Nathan Compilation 1. And then most recently it was put into this larger compilation of 19 books called The Final Masterpiece. And I'll scroll back up here to show you the cover of that book. It is available on Amazon.com. You'll see this cover. Currently, I believe it's only available in paperback. Again, my goal is not to make money off of this. My heart behind this is to share with you God's heart and for you to draw closer to Him. Feel free to share this with anyone. And again, my name is Nathan Werking. Have a blessed day.